Hi, my name is Tamika Fall, the Master Stylist of First Lady Salon and Spa. I am always tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast.
My name is Tyrone Rankins with Magic Beauty Company, and you are tuned in to a Red Lip Talk podcast.
Red Lip Diva, the marketing diva.
I'm your girl Trisha. You're tuned into RedLip Podcast. Tune in at any time. We can always keep it real, keep it gutter.
Red Lip Diva, the marketing diva.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Sheree, aka Ray, here with y'all from Silk Me Kids. Tune in to the Red Lip Talk podcast.
Red Lip Diva, the marketing diva.
I'm Shawn. You're tuned into Red Lip Talk podcast.
Red Lip Diva, the marketing diva.
This is Omar.
Spice Diva, the marketing diva. Red Lip Diva, the marketing diva. Red Lip Spice Divas, the marketing diva.
Welcome to Red Lip Talk Podcast. Guys, this is a special episode, and I'm so excited today. I know I always say I'm excited, but thank God it's Monday, happy Monday, spiritual Monday, whatever we want to call it today. I am so excited about what God has done for this podcast, Red Lip Talk Podcast. Guys, we are celebrating 2 years. Could you guys believe it? 2 years to Red Lip Talk Podcast, being on New Orleans Talk Network. And guys, we still going strong. This is the first episode of the new year. That's another exciting thing. Also, guys, this is episode 77. Episode 77, completion 77. That's my boy Brock's number with John Curtis, the center. Shout out to him, 77. I'm so excited about this actual episode, and y'all don't want to go anywhere before I get into introductions, because we have in the building with us on today, we have Pastor Shawn Rogers in the building. She's not only going to tell you how to get your life together spiritually, I'm saying that, but guess what? Spiritually and financially. If y'all would hear her, I had the privilege and the honor to actually hear a presentation that she done at the Shiro conference this year. And man, guys, when I say ouch, we say we want to get our lives in order in such a spiritual way, but that has a lot to do with what we do with our finances and being a good steward over what God gives us. So the things that she talked about, it can help you get your life in order, get your finances in order, and she provides coaching and everything. And I don't want y'all to go nowhere. I'm not gonna give y'all too much because y'all need to be here to know the ins and outs and the tips and do's and don'ts of getting your finances in order as well as your credit. Not only we having a building on today, we also have the founder of Shiro Conference, Pastor Tyra Alexandra. She's going to be joining us on today. It was an amazing conference this year. They kick off the year every year with a Shiro Conference. So these ladies are in the building on today, and I don't want y'all to go nowhere because you have to see this podcast. So stay tuned with us. Today, our segment is brought to you by Still Body. As always, thank you, Dr. Kendra, for always supporting us. Still Body, right? This is the beginning of the year. I know a lot of you guys probably going to have some New Year's resolutions and want to get your body right. I know me. I need to get mine right. But with Still Body's help, I've lost 20 pounds off of Still Body. It's a herbal supplement. It's all organic. What does it do for you, Chriselle? It increases your energy, increases your libido, bowel movement, eyesight. It helps women with that's going through heavy cycles and things of that nature. It helps you with that as well. So it's so much that it does that you need to get this supplement. And guess what? The best thing about it is that it is actual herbal, all herbal, and it does not I think what contraindicate, I don't know what that word is, but it does not affect any other medications that you're on. So that's what I love about it. That's why I'm a firm supporter of it. I'm an ambassador of it. You can get it at Spice Divas Beauty Bar. We sell it. I can't keep it on the shelves. When people first start using it, they just want to continue using it. Oh, it helps with pain, joint aches and things of that nature. It's so much that it helps you with. So that's why I want you guys to get your still body to help you kick off your new year. Yes, and so I want you to always remember to book at Spice Divas Beauty Bar. We have some amazing stylists at Spice Divas. We always have boots available. If we don't have a boot, we will create a boot for you. That's 18 years being in a business. Spice Divas Beauty Bar. Sometimes we take for granted the things that God has given us, but 18 years, y'all. Spice Divas Beauty Bar is spilled over to Red Lip Talk podcast. We have boots available. We have some amazing stylists in the building at Spice Divas Beauty Bar. Shout out to Mocha Shanae. It was her birthday on January the 10th. Happy birthday, Mocha, the Jackie of all trades. They had a celebration on yesterday. I'm sorry I couldn't make it, but I am excited. She made the big 5-0. I don't know if she want me to tell her business, but 5-0. Yes, she made the big 5-0. and I'm excited for you. Happy birthday, Mocha. We also have Tyrion's birthday was January the 5th. I'm sorry, January 5th. I will keep wanting to give it a 4th, but January the 5th, happy belated birthday to you as well. Make sure you book with them at Spice Divas. Make sure you book with Shawn Dixon. Get glammed up by Shawn. We have Nana in the building. I call her Na, but it's Nastasia K in the building. Make sure you book with her. Make sure you book with our nail tech, TD, Claw by TD in the building at Spice Divas Beauty Bar. Don't forget Deja with Baps. We want you to definitely book with her. Book with Tyson, the barber at Spice Divas Beauty Bar. I hope I did not forget anybody. I think I'm going down the list. Nope, I did not. No, I'm going in my head, guys, but I'm quite sure I didn't miss anybody. But make sure you book with our amazing team at Spice Divas Beauty Bar. I'm still offering senior services. If y'all know of any senior facility, I still have that Tuesday available. I was at a facility before, and I'm looking for another facility to bless and do hair and for the seniors on Tuesdays. That's how I give back for a very discounted rate. So I want you guys to definitely, if you know any seniors, contact me or any senior facilities. I would love to do so on Tuesdays. Don't forget to watch the episode, our last episode, episode 76, with Candy Rose, which kicked off. It was the end of the actually 2024. Candy Rose and Dr. Kendra Andrus. If y'all did not tune into that podcast, you want to go back and rewatch that podcast. The amazing thing about the Spice Divas, about Red Lip Talk podcast, is that now you can binge watch us. We have 77 episodes that you can binge watch. Girl, go get your snacks and everything else and binge watch and support your girl, Spice Divas Kree, by watching Red Lip Talk podcast. Let's talk about the current news. Current news, guys. I know I don't think I was able to talk. So it's two things I want to talk about. I want to talk about the fires in LA. Guys, I want y'all to really, really pray for the people in Los Angeles. I have a friend who's from here, Havilah Malone. I'm praying for you, Havy. She's there, and she contacted me and said the air quality and everything there is very, very like kind of toxic or whatever. She was losing her voice and things of that nature. But y'all pray for those people, because it's similar to Katrina, the things that we went through for Katrina. So I want y'all to definitely pray. And if you know anybody in Los Angeles, y'all reach out to them, support them, cash app them, send them love. Send my girl Havy love, Havilah Malone. You can follow her on Facebook, social media. She's an actress in Los Angeles. I think she left Louisiana, I want to say maybe about 5 years, things of that nature, to go pursue her acting career out there in Los Angeles, and she's killing the game. She's doing great. She's one of my closest best friends, and I miss you, Havy, and I'll be definitely praying for you. Another current news I didn't get to talk about because this is my first time coming here is my heart goes out to all the families who lost someone around that tragic thing that happened on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, Louisiana. That really, really like touched me dearly because my daughter actually was working 3 blocks away from there. She was on she was on the her deck working again. If you guys don't know, she graduated with a bachelor's in maritime management. So she worked for a company and she was on a deck at the time, 3 blocks away from there. And then I want to say 2 days later, a day later, they had a bomb threat on her deck. And it had the bomb deck on her deck. And we were actually on the Shiro conference praying for young adults when I got the call that there was a threat on her actual deck that she was working on. And of course, guys, my nerves were so bad, but I know God kept her protected, and I thank him for that. Y'all, just let's not take life for granted right now. Don't take for granted every day God open up your eyes, because you just don't know what's ahead of you. So kind of prepare yourself before your day started, because you don't know what's ahead of you. And I thank him for praying for protection for my kids every day. We feel like it's maybe routine, but I thank him for protecting her during those times. Another thing in the news is that Mardi Gras season has begun. You guys have seen all the balls and things of that nature. And do you think that what happened in the Bourbon Street area would affect Mardi Gras? I think it is, because I know my kids, they really don't do Mardi Gras. We don't do parades too. We don't do that stuff too much. I've been there, done that when I was younger, but my kids don't, especially my son. He's 15. He really don't care for it at all. But this year, after the bomb threat, he has the nerve to say, I want to go to a parade, Mardi Gras, and this and that. So his dad, me, it's not happening. Not this year. It's not happening. Not with everything's happening and stuff like that. You're not this year. Why this year you decide that you want to go to Mardi Gras? So it's not happening this year. But shout out to everybody who loved the season. It's a great season of festivities. Everybody loved the festivities and things of that nature. So you guys be safe during the Mardi Gras season. When we come back, I don't want you to go anywhere. I want you to stay tuned to Red Lip Talk Podcast. Again, this is episode 77. And when we come back, you guys are going to learn some things that's going to change your finances, change your life, change your trajectory, change your credit. You don't want to go nowhere. You don't want to go anywhere. You want to see none other who's in the building with us on today, Pastor Shawn Rogers, who's killing the game in finances and helping thousands of people get their life right with their finances. Don't you go nowhere. It's your girl, Spice Divas, the Marketing Diva, and you tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast. Mwah! The Marketing Diva. Red Lip Spice Divas, the Marketing Diva. Red Lip Spice Divas, the Marketing Diva.
This is Celebrator. Tune in to Red Lip Talk Podcast. Mwah.
Red Lip Diva. The Marketing Diva.
Step Construction is here for you with a brand new offer. We now provide affordable storage sheds. Stop wasting your money on overpriced storage units and portable containers. Step Construction can provide you with a custom shed that will fit your budget and storage needs. So contact Step Construction today at 504-340-5809 for your own personal quote. Let us help you take the next step at Step Construction.
Great afternoon, guys. This is Shawn Johnson with Majestic Photography. Guess what? We are always tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast. If you're not first, you're last.
Red Lip Diva. The Marketing Diva.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4645 $47.93 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
It's your girl Spice Divas, the marketing diva, the host of Red Lip Talk podcast. Check me out every Monday at 1 p.m. on New Orleans Talk Network. Where do I begin? We have so many amazing guests, from politicians, gospel artists, barbers, beauticians, entrepreneurs, and so much more. If you want to be a guest on our podcast, definitely tune in so you can see what we're doing every Monday at 1 p.m. on New Orleans Talk Network. Mwah!
Hi, my name is Candy Rose. My company is Enhanced Financial Services, and you are tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast. Wow.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva.
Hi, my name is Tamika Fall, the Master Stylist of First Lady Salon and Spa. I am always tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast.
My name is Tyrone Rankins with Magic Beauty Company, and you are tuned in to Red Lip Talk Podcast.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva.
I'm your girl Trisha. You're tuned into Red Lip Podcast. Tune in at any time. You know, we can always keep it real, keep it gutter.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Sheree, aka Ray, here with y'all from Silk Me Kids. Tune in to the Red Lip Talk podcast.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva.
I'm Shawn. You're tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva.
This is Omar Aziz with World's Finest Coffees. Wake up in the morning, get your cup of coffee, go to worldsfinestcoffee.com. I'm tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva. The marketing diva. RedLip Diva, the marketing diva. Y'all, welcome back to Red Lip Talk Podcast with your girl Spice Divas, the marketing diva. And I'm so excited about who I have on the couch with me on today. If you ready to fix your finances, fix your spiritual life, just fix, you want to listen to what this profound woman of God have to say on today. Pastor Shawn Rogers is in the building with us on today. Welcome to the couch.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm so excited about you being on the couch with us today, because that Shiro conference where you did all those nuggets. Let's not just start from the Shiro conference. When I actually met you again, let's talk about that. The Copeland's, I mean, not even knowing, with my mom, them, we went to church that morning, and then she was like, I want to go to Copeland's. I was like, okay, let's go to Copeland's. We walk out Copeland's and see you out there fellowshipping with about 12 women, and you guys have been in there long as us. Yeah. And to see that camaraderie of goodness of women, and you've been the leader and getting it all together, and just seeing women talk about business, talking about good things, loving on one another, loving on one so much it looked like none of us wanted to go home.
We didn't.
Yeah, and we just walked into it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I know my mom really enjoyed it. Seeing you ladies and stuff, and the connections and stuff we made. And the name of your organization is.
Well, my nonprofit is called Heart Foundation.
Okay.
And it is a nonprofit that is dedicated to assisting people with finances.
Okay.
And so we do a gamut of everything.
Okay.
Helping people fix their credit, helping their business,
yes,
build business credit as well. And so with that being said, the group that you saw was our business group, Ignite Business Credit Group.
Yes.
And so we have a private group on Facebook, which is free to join, but we learn different strategies and things for our business, so that we are scaling and increasing revenue, and just doing the things that we need to do to have a successful business. So that particular group meets every Tuesday, and we share and we learn different things that help us scale our business, make more money.
You know, the only thing, let me tell you what I was hearing. All I kept hearing, because I know you always say fire starter. I was hearing ignite. That's all I kept hearing. Ignite. Yeah. I was hearing ignite and fire starter. That's all I kept hearing, because I hear you say that a lot about fire starter,
And
get it started.
that came about actually about a year and a half ago, in my time of devotion. I felt like I was at a dry place. Like, you know, sometimes in your spiritual walk, you feel like you lost a fire, right? And so it was a time in my life where I kind of had lost a fire for certain things, not so much for God, but just certain things that was driving my spiritual life. And so I began to pray, Lord, ignite my life. And so he began to ignite my life in different ways. As I sought him more, he began to ignite the things about my business, about my credit, and just take it to a whole new level from where I was. And so I dedicated that word and that unto our business group. And that's how it came about.
I really like that, because, you know, we really, like, sometimes I understand what you're saying, because I feel that way sometimes. You know, you don't want to get, we just was talking about earlier about traditional, you know, just organized religion. You just don't want to get to that and just say, okay, this is something routine that I'm doing every day.
Yes.
But I'm not benefiting from the real power that God has. And that's something that I heard earlier today about that. Like, and I say, Lord, I don't want to be that anymore. I want, like while you were saying that, I was saying, Lord, please ignite my fire, because I don't want to be doing the same thing routine just to be doing it, you know, and just to be saying, okay, I did this, so that means I'm holy. I did that means I'm a Christian. I did that means, you know, no. I want to really, really on this earth get the things that God have for me, you know?
Absolutely.
So before we get into all this, I want to read your bio, because I want people to know who's actually on the couch with me on today. So Shawn M. Rogers, lovingly known as Pastor Shawn, has helped over 10,000 individuals obtain exceptional credit, lower their tax liability, secure funding for their business, and realize the dream of real estate wealth. As a mortgage lender for over 26 years. Her journey as a serial entrepreneur has led to the founding of successful businesses such as consulting firm, tax planning, strategy group, wealth building academy, and an e-commerce store, right? But her passion extends to empowering communities through a nonprofit dedicated to educating and financial strength and stability. She is currently employed by Red River Bank as the Vice President Community Lender. She covers New Orleans and the North Shore area. Man, that is awesome. So to me, what I hear when I read the other part, what it is helping people out of this, because our like generational wealth is not something that our culture.
Correct.
We don't have that. We don't have that. It's scarce.
Yes.
So
I'm a product of money management. My parents did not have those skills.
Okay.
They wanted it, but they just didn't have the education. Someone didn't pass that information down to them.
Yeah.
And so watching them struggle with paying bills, keeping good credit, and things like that, as I got to be an adult and messed my credit up in my 20s. I'm not going to even get into that, but let me tell you, it was messed up.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about it, because I had to come back from a horrible credit profile and learn to rebuild my life financially. And when I learned the different principles, it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. And so it works. And a lot of times, you know, we pray and ask God for breakthrough. We pray and ask God to fix our finances. And the thing about it is you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work.
Pray and don't work.
Yes.
We pray and pray and don't
put
work.
in the work.
And don't do anything about it. And just pray that
So
something will
God
happen.
makes it easy as we take the steps And, faith without works is dead. So as we take the steps to do what God says to do, we will see the open door. I am proof of that. I always tell people I come from a 504 credit score, and that's not the area code. Okay? Okay? And so,
504,
yes.
504, I
So
like
it can
that.
be done, and everything's fixable when
Yeah.
it comes. And I know that might not be a good word. Listen, y'all, I'm not a school teacher, but I am a financial educator.
Yeah.
And so, listen, absolutely, there's absolutely nothing in people's lives that cannot be fixed. That could be from
Lord.
bankruptcy to garnishments to charge-offs and collections. And, you're looking at a person got 2 cars, not one, but 2 cars repossessed in my lifetime. And when I was going through it, didn't feel well, but I'm so grateful now because I can help other people get free of that, get free of that and actually see the blessing of God just pour out. Pour out.
And then sometimes, like when you go through things or you go through things in your life, it's always to probably help others.
Exactly.
When you go through those hardship and those things like that,
Yes.
it's to help others. I was so blessed because I'm at a stage with my life. I like to be transparent on here. I'm at a stage in my life with I'm rebuilding in certain areas of my life, and there's things that God have for me to do in certain areas. So I was so blessed by your section or your segment in Shiro conference. I took all these wonderful notes. And I told you, I went back to look at it because the next week I'm like, I'm on it. I'm going to do everything on these notes.
Right.
And could not find my notes.
Oh, no.
I love the topic where you said fix your credit in 90 days.
Yes, I have a 90-day credit transformation program that people can sign up for, and I teach you the principles of not only how to fix your credit, how to keep it excellent, so that you don't have to backtrack in life, and not only that, as your money goes, so does your credit. So we also teach how to manage your money properly, how to, have a strategy for your money. You should have a strategy for your money. Every bit of money that comes in your hand, whether it's your paycheck, whether it's from your business, whether somebody gave it to you or whether you won it, whatever, when that money hits your hand, you should already look at it with, what am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we don't, and so we end up squandering it. We end up, a little bit here, a little bit there, give somebody a little bit here. Before you know it, the money is gone. But we should have a plan for that money. How much are we saving? How much are we investing?
Yeah.
How much are we using it to get out of debt? And so having a plan for your money means now you have not only a strategy, but you have a fence around it, right?
I
Because,
like that.
yeah.
And it's almost like you being a good steward.
Boundaries.
You being a good steward.
Yes.
And that's biblical.
That's right.
Over your money.
Yes.
Since your class, I've been conscious on what I'm spending my money on.
Awesome.
Like for example, fast food. My son, you be proud of him. I said you
Awesome.
want us to do this and get
Yes.
this and do that. So my son said, well, on Mondays we'll go to the grocery. All week, last week, my son brought lunch to school.
Awesome.
He got up, made his.
That's it.
I was like, whoa. Usually he's like,
Yes.
put my money on the card. Let me spend this money at school, and I'm gonna
Yes.
eat this at school. But I was proud of him. So
Awesome.
consciously, I'm not all the way there yet, but constantly, I have some things I need to do. But I am conscious about every dollar I'm
Yes.
spending now.
And then our kids watch us, they watch us, they're going to mimic us. And so we want to have good money habits because, like I said, I came from, my parents didn't have that. And it was just from ignorance, not that they didn't want to. And so now that we're in a next generation, we have so much education and information that's available to us. We should be practicing the principles. What good is constantly reading, taking courses after courses after courses and never do the work? You have to execute. And that's what I loved about the Shiro conference was absolutely, listen, the speakers were par excellence. I mean, every single speaker gave us executing steps, actionable steps for our lives. And I mean, I was blown away again.
Again.
Because last year was just as bad.
Yeah, it was just as blessed. Yep, I remember last year. Yes.
So
yes.
yeah,
Anointed
it was
to execute.
Yes, anointed
This
to
year,
execute.
anointed to execute.
Yes.
Yes. So the 90-day, we talked about the 90
Yeah.
day, and there was tips that you gave. But how could people get with you? You had the 90-day, and what I remember most was card stacking.
Oh, yes.
I remember that card stacking. But
Yes.
first, the first step is you have to get your credit together, right?
Yes, because this is the thing. Card stacking pertains to business credit, and so for that segment, I prayed and I said, Lord, what would you have me say to the women that will help them, right? And so he said, I need you to just give them some actionable steps that they can take literally from your presentation and have results immediately. Have results immediately. So I brought some little notes of what I
Okay,
I
y'all have to pay
mentioned.
attention, please.
And so we'll start with the business credit. But let
Okay.
me say this about business credit, because everybody wants business credit, and I know online gets us so excited. We can get business credit with bad credit, blah blah blah, this and that. You can do anything all the time. However, there are parameters to everything.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So if you want to get business credit with bad credit, then you're gonna have bad terms. Now, if you have bad terms, you may not make it through those bad terms because you're going to have the highest interest rates, the highest payments, and the terms aren't going to be cute. So you may not have a long time to pay it back. You may have to pay it back every week. You may have to pay it back at once a month. Depends on where you're at, right? But what we do with Heart Foundation is we want you to have the best of everything. So we teach how to get to the best level so that you're at the getting the best terms, right? And so we taught with card stacking is that once you have corrected your personal credit, right? Personal credit is everything.
Okay.
Personal credit is business credit.
Okay.
Because let me tell you something. During the pandemic, there was a freedom of business credit being issued, but of course now we know that sometimes the good suffer for the bad. So now there's a lot of default in that now. And so because of the default in that, now you must have good personal credit in order to guarantee the business credit. However, when you do as business owners, you can do a thing called card stacking, which is having available lines on your credit cards that help you get the resources you need, your supplies you need to complete your contracts. Some people get contracts and they have to buy all this equipment and different things ahead of time.
Yes.
And so what happens with card stacking, when you have a great credit score, and I usually say 740 or higher, right? In some instances they want 750 or higher. But if you do, then of course you're then available to get these higher credit card limits. You can get credit card limits 25,000, 50,000, and then upwards of that even sometimes. And now, what would you do as a business owner with a line of credit in your hand like that?
Invest it back in my business.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It can carry your payroll for a week or two. If you're waiting on your government contract check to come in, there's so many things that you can do. And so what card stacking is just simply having available to you and your business several cards with large lines that can now cash flow your business. Right? And so we teach that. We teach how to get it, how to manage it. Now, the key is this. You can get it. But how you
gonna manage it? How you gonna steward it?
How are you going to steward that thing? Because we want to keep exemplary credit, and we want to keep exemplary integrity with our business, right? Credit is everything. And if this is what I tell people, especially if you're in a bad place with your credit. We control credit. Credit don't control us. That is one of our mottos with Heart Foundation.
I like that. We control credit. Credit
does not control us.
And then credit is a scary thing, like especially if you haven't been taught that, like you said, as you was younger. I can recall not being taught by a certain sector of my family about how important credit is, but I can recall being taught by my grandmother how important credit is because she had A1 credit. But as a young child, and if I'm not going to say our culture because other cultures do that too, but we're not taught to take care of your credit because at a certain age, you can recall some parents having their kids stuff in their names. You running a child credit before they even get
That's
up. You having
right.
your light bill in their name,
Right.
your water bill, buying a house with their name attached to it.
Right.
You know, you messing up their credit before they even get
Exactly.
like for real.
No,
You know,
yeah.
that happens. That happens. So yes.
Yeah, so personal credit is definitely a must. Well, I wanted to give you guys some tips about the business credit. One thing is this card stacking, right? Planning to do that, getting your personal credit straight. That's another step, and then. Of course, having a plan and a strategy, even for your business. How many orders do you need a week to get X amount of dollars? You should be sitting down wondering, okay, don't just operate and hope that you make money. No, you need to sit down, come up with a plan. This week, I need to make X amount of dollars. How many orders do I need to fill to get there? And then now, how many orders do I need to fill, or in the beauty world?
How many
the beauty world,
clients?
Red Lips.
Yeah.
How many clients do I need this
this
week?
week?
Right, to reach my goal. Right, and then when you consistently reach that goal, so now you need to raise that goal, and so you should consistently be coming up with a strategy for your money. How much money can I make? And listen, don't be afraid to charge what you're worth.
Another
We do
thing.
that.
I've lost a couple of clients because they said this year they're for their money and their time. I understand
Right,
that
right.
because I haven't went up on my prices in a while. You
Right.
know, so you have to charge what you work because you're not
Yes.
just getting. You're not in nobody's house.
Right.
You getting quality products. Because I use all professional products.
Yes.
So you getting all that. So you have to charge what you work. And in the beauty industry, sometimes we are as stylists, we are so devalued.
Yes.
Meaning like if they were to go into a Walmart or go to a nail place or something like that, they're not gonna bargain those people down.
That's
But they
right.
will bargain us down. I see it so much, in
Right.
this industry. So you have to know your value. You have to
You
know your
have to
value.
know your value.
That's the key
Yes.
point. Now, as far as your personal credit,
Yes.
there were some tips you gave.
Yes.
A few. Yeah.
Yes. So to
Y'all
boost
can't
your
get all of them.
to
No.
to yes, but to change your credit literally in less than 30 days to boost your score. One of the things that you can do, and especially this is for if you have a spouse or even if you don't, but it makes it really easy. Is that piggybacking on someone else, right? Right, having an authorized user. Authorized user simply means that you're adding a person as an authorized user to your card that they're not going to use the card, but they can now share your good credit rating, right? Which will usually boost their score. Right. And so that's one way quickly that you can do that so that you can begin to make moves to better. Now, the strategy is not just to add them, but that person is adding them. So now you may be able to open a new account, start over, do the right thing, right, and rebuild your credit. So one of those things is doing that, checking your credit report for errors. Over 75% of credit reports have errors. Over 75%. And not only that, your personal information. Your personal information drives what comes onto your credit. So if you had a bad account, say 10 years ago, and it was tied to your old address at that time, if that old address is still there, then that's why you still see that account on there, right? So our credit reports are driven by our personal information as well. You want to only have your most recent information, your most recent address on your credit report because it will drive all of that old information onto your credit. So there's a lot of things that we teach so that people not only get their credit straight, but stay straight. So I want to say hats off to a lot of you who have been in my 90-day credit transformation. We have people that have come from the low fives, even the high fours, and now they're at 768, 740, 733. Listen, it works if you work.
I look, we was about to say
If you work.
It works.
It works.
A 90-day transformation credit
It
score.
works. It
Like
works.
y'all, I know y'all hearing it. I know some of you guys are probably saying, "And this year I want to buy a house. This year I want to get another
Yes.
car. This year I want to be financially straight." You know, as
Yes.
far as not being in the same position that I was in 2024, because that's me too. I want to do that too. So I'm excited about that. So how would they be able to get in contact with you if they, want to join you as have you as a coach?
Okay, well, I'm on Instagram as Shawn M. Rogers XL, as well as Facebook, Shawn M. Rogers. You can email me at info@myhfi.org. Because our nonprofit actually anchors all of these programs, and so I'm an instructor of it. And so we are for real wanting help. And we've helped
Yeah.
over 10,000 families, probably closer to the 11, but buy real estate, fix their credit, get rid of garnishments. We have a program for people if you have gotten a garnishment notice. There are different things concerning you and the law, and we do this with consumer law. So everything, I know a lot of times people don't want to deal with credit issues online because you don't know who's dealing with you, right? And so
Right.
there's so much scamming out there. But listen, we are into educating. And through
Yes.
the education, you will be free because you'll be able to
Yes.
clear those things off your credit.
Yes.
There's so many rules that are in our favor, believe it or not.
And I keep hearing in the spirit, like, don't be afraid. A lot of people are probably afraid to start where to start. Oh, I'm embarrassed. I don't want people. But if you don't do anything, it's going to get worse.
Exactly.
It's
Stop
gonna
being
get worse.
embarrassed. Listen,
Yeah.
I was there. I used to be there. I didn't want people to know I had bad credit. I didn't want people to know, that I was in a bind, that I had a repo. That stop it.
Stop it.
In this day and age, listen, pull the cover back, right? Pull the cover
The
back.
first thing to fixing
Yes.
something is acknowledging. We're going to say that.
Yes.
That's like
Acknowledge
they
it.
tell any addict, any
Yes.
AA person, the first thing
Yes.
to fixing something is acknowledging. Yeah,
You've
I'm
got to
acknowledging.
acknowledge it.
I'm not managing this money right. I'm not stewarding
Yes.
over this money
And
right.
I'm laughing because that was
Yeah.
me, y'all. I'm laughing. I am not laughing at anybody.
laughing because
I'm
that's
laughing
what
that was
you
me. And I'm telling you, it kept me bound for a long time. It kept me bound for a long time.
Yeah.
And so, the Bible says that money answers all things. And that's one of the things that I covered at the Shiro conference. That money
Yeah.
answers all things.
Yeah, and you gave scripture and everything
Yes.
to it. I had all my notes,
Yes.
and I'm so mad.
Yes. And then it also says that wisdom and money is a defense for us. It will defend you against the things in life that come at you, that storm, your finances. And so God wants us to be, God wants us to be good stewards. And he gives us all the principles in his word. And so when I began to work the principles of God, I'm telling you, so many doors will begin to open for you all. God will begin to bless because you have come under his principles in your life, working the principles of God in your life for money. It's very important,
Like that, working
and then
the
he can
principles
trust
of
you.
life
Yes.
with God for your money.
Yes.
Say that again. Working the
principles of
God
God in your life for
with
money.
money. Yes.
Because every single day we're constantly spending money. We're sitting right here. We wouldn't be sitting here with these lights or anything without having to pay the light bill. So if you got to deal with something every single day like that, then why not steward it properly, right? Right? And so that's how I teach home buyer classes as well. You did mention I work for Red River Bank. I am the community lender for that. And one of the things that we go above and beyond, we really believe in helping our customers. And so what we do, and we go above and beyond in educating, especially for home ownership and how to reach it and how to clear your credit. And so we have monthly classes that people can sign up for. It's all free. And you come and learn how to clear your credit there as well. Okay. And then also how to manage your money and get ready for home ownership and how to become a homeowner. I've been mortgage lender for 26 years, and I'm super excited about that. Yeah, super
That's a
excited about
blessing.
that. And last year, we started our very first cohort class for people who need a new career or would like a new career in mortgage lending. And we just finished our first class. So hats off to all of our students that have completed their class. They're taking their mortgage origination tests to become licensed.
Okay.
And we're going to be starting our new cohort in March. So be looking for that on my pages. You can register.
Yes.
It is a wonderful career. helping people realize their dream.
Yes,
Realize their
yes,
dream.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Thank you so much. Don't go nowhere. I want you to stick around with our takeaways. Y'all don't go nowhere. I know y'all was blessed by all this information with Pastor Shawn Rogers, but don't y'all go nowhere because we have in the building also founder of Shiro. We have Pastor Tyra Alexandra in the building, and I want to say Deem, her assistant. I don't know if she's coming on here. No, she's like, But we're going to see if we're going to get her on here, okay? We're going to see what we could do. But don't you guys go nowhere. It's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva, and you're tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast. Make sure to come back. Mwah!
The marketing diva. Red Lip Diva. The marketing diva. Red Lip Spice Divas. The marketing diva.
Is declared National Still Body Day. People, it is here. It has arrived.
We have 2,500 bottles of this formula that's designed to give you what you need in terms of health, happiness, and healing. People have testimonies already. People have been serviced already, and now we want you to be a part of this blessed experience. Give us a call at 416-5256. Give us a call at 237-4000, and we have a bottle for you. And trust me, this will be the best investment you ever made for your body. You heard it from the truth, the whole truth, Dr. Truth, Dr. Kendra, Baby Truth.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
My name is Tariana Rankins with Magic Beauty Company, and you are tuned in to RedLip Talk Podcast.
Red Lip Diva. The marketing diva.
Still dealing with hurricane damage on your roof or damages to your home in general? Call Step Construction today at 504-340-5809 or visit stepconstruction.com. Step Construction is fully licensed and fully insured. We tell the insurance companies what they owe you. For a peace of mind, protect your most valuable asset. Let us help you take the next step at Step Construction.
Hello, this is Jacqueline Carol Jones with the Jeremiah Group, lead organizer for past 27 years. You are here with us with the Red Lip Talk Podcast. Mwah.
Red Lip Diva. The marketing.
Hi, my name is Tamika Fall, the Master Stylist of First Lady Salon and Spa. I am always tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast.
My name is Tariana Rankins with Magic Beauty Company, and you are tuned in to Red Lip Talk Podcast.
Red Lip Diva. The marketing diva.
I'm your girl, Trisha. You're tuned into Red Lip Podcast. Tune in at any time. You know, we can always keep it real, keep it gutter.
Red Lip Diva. The marketing diva.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Sheree, aka Ray, here with y'all from Silk Me Kids. Tune in to the Red Lip Talk Podcast.
Red Lip Diva. The marketing diva.
I'm Shawn. You're tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast.
Red Lip Diva. The marketing diva.
This is Omar Aziz with World's Finest Coffees. Wake up in the morning, get your cup of coffee, go to worldsfinestcoffee.com. I'm tuned into RedLip Talk Podcasts.
Red Lip Diva. The marketing diva.
This is Celebrator. Tune in to Red Lip Talk Podcast. Mwah.
Red Lip Diva. The marketing diva.
This your girl Mai from Go Fitness. Don't forget to tune into Red Lip Talk Podcast. Mwah!
Red Lip Diva. The marketing diva.
What it do, what it is, and what it will be. This your boy Mike Forrest, actor, writer, director. Kicking it with you live with my girl Spice on Red Lip Talk Podcast.
Red Lip Diva, the marketing diva.
Great afternoon, guys. This is Shawn Johnson with Majestic Photography. Guess what? We are always tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast. If you're not first, you're last.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva.
Hey everybody, I am Kimmy, the traveling hairstylist, and you are tuned into the Red Lip Talk Podcast. Mwah.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva.
I'm Allstate agent Jonathan Conley, and I always tune into the Red Lip Talk Podcast.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva.
Hello, this is Jacqueline Carol Jones with the Jeremiah Group, lead organizer for past 27 years. You are here with us with the Red Lip Talk Podcast. Mwah.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva.
Hey y'all, it's your girl B with Be Strong, and I tune in to Red Lip Talk Podcast. Mwah.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva.
Hi, my name is Candy Rose. My company is Enhanced Financial Services, and you are tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast. Wow.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva.
Hi, this is Jahan Strauss with treespiritwellness.com, and you're listening to RedLip Talk Podcast.
RedLip Diva, the marketing diva.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Mocha Shanae, the Jack of all trades, and you are watching Red Lip Talk Podcast.
Hello, everybody. I am author Vanessa J. Ross, and you are tuning into Red Lip Podcast.
Hi, this is your favorite author, Teresha Rell. Live, learn, love with an open heart. Life lessons on cultivating healthy and meaningful relationships. And you are tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Get Glammed Up by Shawn. Tune into Red Lip Talk Podcast.
Hi, this is Constable Kendall Bussey, and you just tuned into the Red Lip Talk Podcast.
Hi, my name is Tamika Fall, the Master Stylist of First Lady Salon and Spa. I am always tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast.
My name is Tariana Rankins with Magic Beauty Company, and you are tuned in to Red Lip.
Diva, the marketing diva. Spice Divas, the marketing diva.
Let's go. You like when I say that? Let's go.
Can't nobody say it like you.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Y'all, let's go. We welcome back to Red Lip Talk Podcast, episode 77, the first episode of the year.
77?
77. And it marks 2 years of us being on the actual show on New Orleans Talk Network. So 2 years anniversary today.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
On 77.
On 77.
Now, you know, that's
y'all on episode 77. I love
Completion,
it. I
completion.
love it. Completion.
Double.
Ooh! So I have on the couch with me on today none other than Pastor Tara Alexandra, founder of Shiro Conference that was so powerful on this year. It's always powerful, but y'all made y'all double number.
11. Yeah,
11.
year 11, yes.
1-1.
1-1.
This year.
All about the doubles.
All about the doubles. I love it. So I'm excited about having you on the couch today. You're such a blessing to so many, empowering women here as well as in other countries. With Shiro, you're doing an amazing job. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I love it. It's such a blessing to me. Last year was my first time going to a Shiro conference.
Wow.
And I was very, very blessed. And this year, I was very, very blessed. Because what it does is it gets your mind in order for the new year.
Yeah.
So it's such a blessing to have a bunch of women come together for some good stuff.
Yeah.
For
I
some
mean,
good
it's
stuff.
so important. I love doing it in
Yes.
the beginning of the year.
Mhm.
Every year, that's how we started. And,
Uh-huh.
we started with the idea of, I just want to get my smart friends in the room.
Yeah. I love
Just,
when you say
I
that.
knew this one, I knew that one. They didn't know each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, this, it doesn't make sense. Let's just get our smart friends in the room. And we learn from each other. So it's
Yes.
exciting. And we love to start the year like that.
And know what I love too? I love the connections when you're in the room. You connecting spiritually, you connecting in business, you connecting financially. Because we helping each other, we girding one another. And the great thing was the actual title of this one, Anointed to Execute.
Right.
That was a beautiful title.
God is so good because of course, I pray about it. And he gave last year, if you remember, our theme was reinvest in you. And the Lord dealt with me about how, we invest in so many things, but it was time to put the investment in ourselves so we can put the oxygen on to give somebody else some.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And so we did that, right? And this year the Lord was dealing with me about the fact that, the anointing. That's why I love you just had Pastor Shawn, because she was talking, and even though when everybody taught, the word was the foundation.
Yes.
But we're anointed for a reason. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me.
Yes.
To set the captives free. It was just everything that it deals with the anointing deals with movement. It's for a reason. And so that the Lord was dealing with me about I was like, execute. And he said, I was like, oh, born to execute. Such and such to execute. The Lord said, anointed to execute.
Anointed.
You got
to
the
execute.
oil to be able to carry this thing out.
I was blessed so much too. I was blessed throughout the conference when I logged on the virtual. I love the way you guys do virtual, and then at the end you do in person and virtual. It's a blessing the way you do it because it's not just for formality. I know I'm about to read your bio, but I have to get into it.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's not just for formality. It's for what people really need. You got to understand, like doing that virtual, it's helping people who are IT ignorant, who don't know how to do a Zoom, who don't know how. You getting them comfortable. You getting them, because they have a lot of people that don't know how to do that. So by doing that, you helping them in that area as well as, and then here you go in person and virtual on the last night.
Yeah, I want to say a lot of people ask us about that. Of course, we started virtual when COVID hit. But I want to give credit to the hybrid model to my daughter.
Okay.
Because, come on, that's why we got to thank God for young people.
Yeah.
I want to give credit because she's over there in the cut.
I know.
I want to give credit because she is, I really have just stepped in as really co-director and directing programs.
Okay.
And her research and all of that, because her position, she it's all about where we're going forward. We looking forward.
Yeah.
And it's like everybody's trying to get back to doing what used to be. And the Lord really dealt with us about being future forward. And she was like, Ma, but if we go virtual, if we stay virtual, we are helping ourselves financially. We are not wearing ourselves out as far as going back and forth. And then she was, she was like,
touching.
No, we're touching people, in their homes, on their phones, which everybody got one, right? And so a lot of people are tapping in. So we've basically doubled our numbers and almost tripled with virtual.
Wow.
So that's exciting. Yeah. So when we think about virtual, I want to say that because a lot of people think, well, that if it's not live, it's whatever. But I have literally done, not just with this Shiro conference, but I have literally done virtual programming with people and very successfully. And I think that we need to make sure that we still keep that. So just that, I'm going to put that nugget out there for anybody else. People say why you do it.
Yeah.
If you run it successfully, you'll be able to touch more people than just doing it
in person. And I like that. Like when we were doing the virtual, and let's talk about that. When we was doing the virtual and you first start off the conference, the Shiro Conference 2025, you anointed to execute. You first start off with prayer.
Oh yeah.
So the prayer was going forth. I need people to understand this real well. Yeah. And God touched you to pray. We praying for young adults.
Yes.
We praying for adults because we praying for the woman that we met.
Yeah.
That needed prayer for her son that was missing in Texas. Then you begin to pray for young adults. And then in the midst of me being on a call, I got a call about my young adult. It's so divine the way God do that thing. And say, if I was in person, I probably wouldn't have answered that call.
Right.
Because I wouldn't have been on my phone. Right?
Right.
So that's how God do things. You don't know how he's able to do it. And at the midst we praying for and praying, I got the phone call about my young adult saying that there was a bomb threat after all that stuff happened. And begin prayer. I, went back on the call once I talked to her, I talked to the person who called me. You guys begin to pray some more, So, and she was safe and everything else. So I appreciate you guys for that. But you just don't know how God bless a thing. And to start it off with prayer, and we just going to pray today.
Right.
But it's not a little thing, but we praying today.
Yeah, prayer should be intentional.
Yeah.
It should be intentional. And
Yeah.
I think that we really have to realize it. And we got to get back. I know a lot of people look, my daughter's here, my husband's here. We have been in the music, the music world for more than 30 years. Well, him even more than me.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when we forget that, we can't remember. When we're going to work, like we do music, we are there for the music. We're not there for nothing. We're there for the music, right?
Yeah.
We're there to put it on, to show all of the details.
Yeah.
And we're not like, I'm doing the music and this, I'm doing the music. We're very intentional, right?
Okay.
And so we understand the power of when you focus on a thing and how it transmits through the music or through the words or what have you, right? We're very focused on that. But this is the thing. I remember starting off leading worship while I was in prayer. I didn't start off, well, let me say this. I went to prayer for prayer. My husband can tell you. I went to prayer. I would go to prayer on Tuesday night. Tuesday in the daytime at our church at 12 noon for prayer.
Okay.
Not so I could see if I could lead worship. I would go there for prayer.
Yeah.
And from prayer, one day somebody couldn't lead worship, and they asked me, could I lead worship? I'm making a point here.
Yes.
And so here I am. I'm leading worship
Yeah.
and what have you in prayer. But I came to pray. And I think that a lot of times we forget that because we get caught up in so many other things. Don't get me wrong. I believe in everything else.
Yeah.
But when I come to communicate with God, that's what I'm coming to do.
That's what I'm coming to do. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
Now,
it.
he can use whatever, but that's it.
That's it.
And so we have to take that as serious as we take our shows to make sure
Yeah.
our songs are as
Yeah.
serious as we take whatever. So we decided not to, because, like everybody else, we try to fill a day with everything. And we would have other things before that and everything, but it would kind of get, by the wayside.
Yeah.
But we're talking to God.
We talking to God. So
We're talking to God.
let's start it off with prayer.
Yeah.
Let's start
Nothing
it off
else
with-
matters.
Yes.
Nothing else matters.
What's
when
that
we do
scripture?
those
They say,
Thursdays.
seek ye first the kingdom of
First,
God.
yeah.
And all those things will be added.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah, and all those things will be added.
I think I'm saying that. I want to get into your bio, though.
Okay.
So they'll know who's sitting on the couch with me on today. She said small friends in the room. I got small friends on the
I got
couch.
small friends on the couch.
On the couch with me on today. Okay, it's the Tyra Alexander, Pastor Tyra Alexandra, a singer, a author, an entrepreneur. Tyra Alexandra,
Discography.
Say it again.
Discography.
Discography. Okay, I have to say that right. And career highlights include and diverse groups of artists, performers, and festivals. She has headlined at Le Meridian.
Le Meridian.
Le Meridian in Paris. Look, I want to say this. I got to say this. No, I got to say it. In Paris, right? In Paris.
Pray.
Yes. In Paris. Wow. Festivals in Moscow. Courtesy. What am I saying this word?
I
Come
don't
on,
know what
girl.
you're reading because I
can't
don't have my
see.
glasses and
I
neither
can't
do you.
see. That's why what it is. Of the U.S. But y'all, I want y'all to know who we have sitting on the couch with us on the day. That's why I wanted to do this, her actual biography. But I can't see, y'all. I can't see too good. But you've been doing this for more than 30 years. Yeah. More than 30 years. Tyra and her husband, he's a drummer, Jeffrey Alexandra. right? So y'all doing their business, but I want to know about your real estate.
So they're giving me my glasses.
Okay. Yeah. So real estate.
Okay.
Let's talk about that.
All
Let's
right.
talk about your real
All right.
estate.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
You know, I heard Pastor Shawn, of course, you know, we worked together and she was such a great part. I'm excited because I've known her before she spoke at
Okay.
at
Shiro.
Shiro Conference. I know before then. And every speaker I have some kind of connection with. I don't like to bring people that I just really don't know their spirit. So every speaker I have some kind of connection with. Either I'm close to them or a friend of a friend or whatever like that. But
So it's almost like I'm not gonna bring anybody. God is not gonna. We not gonna allow anybody to come up that I don't have a personal. If
or
God
something,
says
some kind of connection.
Yes,
Either
there
we
you go.
connected to somebody because it's
That's
a
right.
network.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
network.
yeah.
You know, either we connected or we connected through somebody or whatever. It's not a clique.
Yeah.
You know, but it is a network.
It's a network.
And
yeah.
we try to make sure because I'm not just interested in her message. I love her message, which she just said.
Yes.
But I'm a client.
Yeah.
I'm a peer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And what have you? And I think that that's important. So, long story. My real estate company, Wellspring Real Estate. I'm a real estate broker.
Uh-huh.
I've been having my license since 2002. I got my sales license.
Okay.
But I started my real estate company in 2016, and I do friends, family, and referrals.
Okay.
So, and same thing. I try to keep it because we want to make sure that we really offer our boutique style where we really working with clients. So what we do is people like Shawn, we actually, Pastor Shawn, we actually, we use her services for lending, but we help to, of course, find the properties and what have you. So that's what we do.
And that's it's amazing because I never knew. I never knew until we were talking one day and you said, I do real estate. I do that as well. And that's somehow you don't know how many talents people have.
That's why we do Shiro because you know me from singing.
I knew you from singing.
Right. But
that's all I knew. And I was like, what? You do what?
Right.
You
And
know?
I knew you from hair, but I don't know about the marketing and the this and that. And we are just multi-layered.
We multi-layered, Pastor Tyra. And tell us about the entertainment, because you do more. You have a nonprofit and everything, and you do more. You have some things that you're doing in Atlanta. You bless other people in Africa, in other countries, and things of that nature. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I think the main thing for us to understand is that I always saw myself from a little girl. I knew I was going to do music.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to sing.
Yeah.
But I saw myself doing missions from a child. So I thought I was going to sing, make a lot of money singing, and use the money from singing to actually fund ministry missions trips out of town.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And my friend Vanessa, who you may have met, she would tell me when we were in school and I would talk about this, she would say, good, because I'm going to send you a care package. And they used to all like, I'm going to send you a care package. I don't believe it, but I'm going to send you a care package. Well, now that I'm older, they're, they're like, well, this is really happening. So what we did was I of course, I got in music, and my mom was always like, I had to know the business. I couldn't just sing.
Okay.
She was like, whatever you do, my mom's advice to me, just don't end up some broke blues singer.
Okay.
That's what she told me. Don't do that. Okay. Broke nothing. She didn't want me. I don't care gospel, blues, nothing. Just don't end up.
Yeah.
You have to know the
Yeah.
business. So I learned the business, and I met my husband in the business, and from there, fast forward, we've a lot of things that we've sang, or even if I'm doing festivals or anything like that, or even if I'm working with a ministry or whatever, we always do that through my for-profit business, my business, Frontline Corporation.
Okay.
So you see him perform or you see me, whatever, it's always through my company, which we've been having since 1999.
Oh, wow.
So from there, what we have done is we just
like 26. That's like 20.
I don't know if that's something years. Yeah, 26 years. Yeah. And so from there, we actually have taken some of what we had and, we started just what I said when I was a child. Mission. Sometimes that mission is a summer camp for kids who are doing business or, here we go, Shiro Conference or whatever like that. We try to do other things. And so basically that's how it kind of comes out because we had to learn how to do business, but then and in the arts. And so basically from that, we now have a studio as well. You know, we have a studio program in Atlanta as well.
And then the studio that you guys have in Atlanta is really helping young kids, right? You had some great news that you shared with the kids and
Yeah.
stuff like that. One of them were on a game
Well,
or something.
yeah, NBA 2K. I have 4 of my students who placed music on NBA 2K. So we have a music licensing program that's virtual. And basically we worked with 2K Foundations. And from that, they actually are now on the soundtrack. Yeah, it's awesome.
Wow! Congratulations, congratulations. So your vision. We're gonna go to break in a minute, but your vision of what you was gonna do as mission, God has brought it, way bigger, broader. What He's doing, and it's more to come.
I received that.
It's
I
more to
received
come.
that.
Because I'm saying it's like if you haven't been a part of Shiro, if you have not logged on, y'all need to go to it right now. Go to shiroconference.com and see the amazing things that they are doing, how it blesses my life every year. That's why I make it a mission to come. I'm coming to the in person. I don't care what's going on. And that's on a Saturday. I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta get there because it blesses my heart so much every time I'm there. And like I said, it kicks off my year. I want to talk about She Speaks before we go into break.
Wow.
Let's talk about that.
She Speaks. Well, She Speaks came out of Shiro, of course, and we started in 2019, and it's really almost like a faith-based woman's TED Talk. And what we wanted to do was really amplify women's voices and causes. And with that, we have at least 10 women who come and they speak. They speak a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And we give them space we create space for them to be heard.
Okay.
And I'm excited about that. We're doing that again. March, this is the March 22nd.
Yeah.
Saturday at Junior League of New Orleans. So we're
Okay.
excited. It's a beautiful facility.
Yeah.
And we're going to have our sisters there as well as a business expo. So we're excited about that.
So
and
I know
we're
you gave me an example of how it was going to be. You called it some type of talk. You told me, go look at that. Some kind of
a TED Talk.
A TED Talk.
Like almost like a TED Talk.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that because women, I love the way you push I ain't gonna say push women, but you give them that oomph. You know, that oomph to keep going. You do it with me all the time, you know. You do it. Look, I'm serious. You don't know how much you bless me. Our talks we have and stuff like that. You know, it really blessed me and motivates me. People talk about children should have a village to help them, but adults need a village.
We need a
too.
village. We need the village.
We need a village.
We need a village.
We
need a network. I didn't even, when you say network, we did shoot, I'm like, I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But the Lord showed me, He said, you can have, and He explained to me, because I always think network, I think schmoozing and,
you're trying to connect.
Trying to
you-
connect. 'cause I'm
Like
trying to-
opportunists or something. Like
Yeah,
you think that, that negative thing,
Yeah,
but
I don't
it's
know
a
if
good
you've
thing.
heard, but I'll make sure that I hope we can pull up the video and put it on our website. But Vanessa Reed, one of my friend, since I was 13, the one I
Okay.
told me she was going to send me a care package. She taught this at Shiro. She said, if you're not networking, you're not working. I was like, whoa. She said, if you're not networking, you're not working.
Okay. Whoa.
Because your network is tied it's tied to your net worth. And she was in banking, and she said, if you're not, and she said, when you connect with other people, it really got to me.
Yeah.
She said, when you connect with other people, you're not trying to figure out what you can get from them. She said, when I'm connecting, I'm trying to figure out how I can connect people so that we can get something to them, right? Not from them so much. Like, I'm gonna get with this person because I want to get something from them.
Yeah.
Well, we changed that, and so we started the first year of Shiro. Lisa Cation, who was like a mentor to some of us, she started this thing called Glad Gifts. And what we do is everybody decides they have something to give. So it could be 3 hours of babysitting. It could be a free hairstyle. It could be a cake.
Yeah.
You decide, I have something I want to give a sister. You put it up on the wall on a sticky, right, on a sticky note on the wall. And every woman brings something. And every woman can look on that wall and see if it's something they want and take it. So you come to give.
You come to
Shiro is
pour
our
into people.
first fruit.
Yes.
Shiro is our first fruit of the year.
Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
And so when we network, so God gave it to me like this. You can, by myself, my net, I could get, one of them little nets. You can get a goldfish, right? That's I could just dip it in a little tank, get a goldfish.
Yeah.
That's all I can get by myself.
Yeah.
But when I have a bigger net, I can take one in. You can walk over there and you could take another end. Somebody else could be on the other side of this room, take another end. And before you know, we can catch more fish if we would have a bigger net.
Yes. I love it.
And that is what networking has been to us.
Yes.
So now we have me, the broker, right? Because I do commercial and residential as well. You have Pastor Shawn, who is the lender, right? You have you, right? Marketing,
yes.
as well as beauty.
Yes.
You have Dr. Smith, who is, of course, products, okay, and education.
Yes.
Right? You have Tiara, social work. And you have social work as well as the food industry.
Yeah.
So we got a bigger network. If we would just support each other's business.
Oh, geez.
If we would just, if we would just, if
we just support.
Right, but we say that, but this is how we do it. So now, this is how we do it. So now we can execute that.
Okay.
Now we got to execute on this.
Okay.
We know it.
Yeah.
But now we got to move. So now when I need my hair done,
yes,
I came over that.
Yeah, you call Kree.
I call Kree, right?
That's fabulous.
Right, you see that? You see my hair, right?
Fabulous.
Right? I need my hair done. I call Kree.
Yes.
Okay. Or I call somebody in that network.
Yes.
So that we can catch more fish together. And now I'm increasing
Yes.
your bottom line.
Yes.
Right? And when you get my business, you're increasing my bottom line, and we're causing our whole community to build up. That's what this is about. This is not a clique or club. It's purposeful.
Yeah.
It's intentional.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it is, I believe it is of God.
Yes.
I believe it is of God.
And I love to see all the women that come back every year. Yeah, they coming back because they coming to get that food. And no.
And they coming to pour out.
I'm talking about the food, and they coming to pour out. But what was the blessing part of it? While you was talking, I heard that what's very profound about it is that when you register for Shiro, when I first registered, I'm looking for how much it costs. You bless people. It costs nothing to be a part of it.
Well,
but to
I'm gonna
pour
say
out.
it costs.
Yeah.
It does cost.
Yeah.
It is not free.
Yeah.
But it's free for you to register.
Gotcha.
But it costs us
Gotcha.
something to put it on.
Yeah. I'm talking about the people that
The registration, there's no registration fee.
Yes.
But what I love about it is that here we go. We come to pour out. So we come to give it. Right?
Yes.
And people in turn they give. They donate.
Yeah.
They help us to do whatever, they help us to do it. And I'm excited about it. And it's so much so that they encouraged us this year, but She Speaks, to do it as a ticketed event. They were like,
Wow.
nah, we gotta pour back into
we got to
Shiro.
pour back. That's right.
Because this is blessing us.
Right.
Right.
And then I like the fact that they had, we're about to go to break, y'all, because we could talk all day, me and Pastor Todd. But look, I like the fact that you did the Shiro, and then you had some heroes on there. Somebody say, I see a couple of heroes on the virtual. Like when I was on the call, I thought that was funny. I said, who that got on hero? Listen to the Shiro.
Yes.
So yes,
This year it was so funny because usually we have a couple of people like on the last day, Saturday, at least helping us.
Yeah.
Oh, but this year the brothers got on the thing and they were like, I'm listening.
I love it. I love it. All right, so tell them how they can get in touch. Well, they was putting up the actual website and everything, but tell them how they can get in touch with you if they want to be a part of Shiro.
The best way to get in touch with it is go to ShiroNetwork.com or ShiroConference.com. That's the best way. We have a contact thing there. You can get in touch with me directly, or you can get in touch with what we're doing. You can be a part of the directory because we're working on that right now.
Yes.
You can be a part of She Speaks. We got a lot of things planned
And then
for
you
this
have
year.
vendor opportunities on She Speaks, but they're going so fast.
Yes.
They're going fast. Y'all, they're going fast.
I think we have about 8 more left.
Okay.
So this is
this
is as far as vendor opportunities.
Vendor opportunities.
And I'm saying
okay.
that, but it might be less as I'm speaking. But
Okay.
Yeah, we do have some vendor opportunities. That's on the website as well, ShiroNetwork.com.
Okay, love it, love it.
And that's March 22nd for that day.
March 22nd. And as far as the She Speaks, you already have your lineup of who you have to speak, or God is giving you who you. Yeah, she tweaking. And she's like, I know what she's saying.
Kree is speaking.
Oh, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord.
Kree is speaking.
I didn't
We
even
haven't.
see.
We're going to reveal that one. That's the one I'm revealing. I'm not
Oh,
revealing
thank
the
you.
others.
Yes, God. Oh, Lord. See, love it, love it, love it. Y'all have to go to sheroconference.com. I'm so blessed to have you on the couch with me on today.
And
It's
she's
always a
saying
good
that,
time.
but listen, and she's doing our something special as she speaks.
Yeah.
We didn't announce it yet.
We
but
didn't
we're
announce it yet. We gonna wait, huh? Oh, we
gonna
waiting?
wait.
Yeah,
We
we
gonna
gonna wait. Y'all gotta tune in another episode to see, to see what we announced. So we got some great things coming about. If you want to go on and definitely check out sheroconference.com. We really want y'all to do that. It blessed my soul in the new year. When we come back, we're gonna have our takeaway moments from Spice Diva's Beauty Bar. We don't want y'all to go nowhere. We got Pastor Tyra Alexandra in the building, and we also gonna have join with us on today, Pastor Shawn Rogers. Y'all don't want to go nowhere. I know y'all been blessed so far, and y'all gotta hear these takeaways when we come back. It's your girl Spice Divas, the marketing diva, and you're tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast. Mwah!
The marketing diva. Red Lip Diva. The marketing diva. Spice Divas. The marketing diva.
Bethesda House of Prayer. Bethesda is a church for non-traditional worshipers, a church designed for those who love God's Word. Would you like to attend a church where believers and non-believers can choose to worship together? A church where cultural differences does not get in the way of God's message. We invite you to be our special guest. Our services begin 9 a.m. on Sunday, located at 7601 West Bank Expressway, Suite B, Marrero, Louisiana. For more information, contact us at 504-348-0132.
It's your girl Mai from Go Fitness. Don't forget to tune in to Red Lip Talk Podcast. Mwah!
Red Lip Diva. The marketing diva.
Here at Jones Insurance, your full-service agency, let us take care of all your insurance needs. We provide homeowners insurance, flood, rental, commercial, auto, and life insurance. Don't let the unexpected tragedy destroy your family's future. Here at Jones Insurance, 7603 West Bank Expressway, Marrero, Louisiana, 772. Contact Lois at 504-348-1492.
Hi, my name is Tamika Fall, the Master Stylist of First Lady Salon and Spa. I am always tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcast.
It's your girl Spice Divas, the marketing diva, the host of Red Lip Talk Podcast. Check me out every Monday at 1 p.m. on New Orleans Talk Network. Where do I begin? We have so many amazing guests, from politicians, gospel artists, barbers, beauticians, entrepreneurs, and so much more. If you want to be a guest on our podcast, definitely tune in so you can see what we're doing every Monday at 1 p.m. on New Orleans Talk Network. Mwah!
Bethesda House of Prayer. Bethesda is a church for non-traditional worshipers, a church designed for those who love God's Word. Would you like to attend a church where believers and non-believers can choose to worship together? A church where cultural differences does not get in the way of God's message. We invite you to be our special guest. Our services begin 9 a.m. on Sunday, located at 7601 West Bank Expressway, Suite B, Marrero, Louisiana.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Sheree, aka Ray, here with y'all from Silk Me Kids. Tune in to the Red Lip Talk Podcast.
Red Lip Diva. The marketing diva.
I'm Shawn, you're tuned in to Red Lip Talk Podcast. Mwah.
Red Lip Diva. The marketing diva.
This is Omar Aziz with World's Finest Coffees. Wake up in the morning, get your cup of coffee, go to worldsfinestcoffee.com. I'm tuned into Red Lip Talk Podcasts.
Red Lip Diva. The marketing diva. Red Lip Diva. The marketing diva.
Welcome back to Red Lip Lip Talk Podcast with your girl Spice Divas, the marketing diva. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go.
I have on the couch with me today, if y'all just tuning in, I have on the right of me Pastor Tyra Alexandra in the building with me on today. And on the left of me, I have Pastor Shawn Rogers. And if y'all just tuning in, y'all just don't know this is episode 77. Episode 77, and we've been here 2 years mark today. This is our second year being on New Orleans Talk Network and on RedLip Talk Podcast, and we're excited about what God is doing on the podcast and greater things to come. I'm excited to have you ladies and all the information that you have given on today. I would like for you guys to, before we go into our takeaways, to kind of tell everybody how to get in contact with you. We can start with you, Pastor Tyra. And of course, if y'all just tuning in, she's the founder of Shero Conference. Yes.
I am so glad to be here. Thank you so much. But you can get in touch with us at, of course, SheroNetwork.com or SheroConference.com. And all of the information is right there for you.
Yes. And how they going to get in contact with you, Pastor Shawn Rogers?
I also want to say congratulations on your 2-year.
Thank
You're
you.
just a phenomenal
Thank
Red
you.
Lip Talk.
Thank you.
Y'all need to subscribe, and watch her
Click
every
that
single week.
notification
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And how can you reach me? I am on IG at Shawn M. Rogers XL, and also you can email me at info@myhfi.org.
You're helping the community, helping so many people get that credit right, making them homeowners. What a great thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's with your foundation.
Yes,
You have
Heart
a,
Foundation.
uh-huh.
This is your year.
Yes.
Accept that this is your year and execute.
Execute.
Do the work. Do the work. Get the blessings.
I like that execute. I like that.
Do the
execute.
work. Get the blessings.
Anointed
right?
to execute.
Yes.
Yes.
Got that from
So
Shero.
y'all don't forget, like I said, don't forget, guys. Like she just said a few minutes ago, don't forget to subscribe to New Orleans Talk Network. If you want to send any be a sponsor on the show, you can actually do that. You can contact them at New Orleans Talk Network. And and also I want you to subscribe. I want you to share. I want you to like. That's right. I want you to like, share, subscribe. And you can actually do that on YouTube, or you can go to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. On the socials, you can go to New Orleans Talk Network, or you can go to Spice Diva's Beauty Bar. On my page, it's streaming live right now. It's streaming live on New Orleans Talk Network. The more views we have, the more shares we have. Y'all, if y'all like the content and things that we have been given on RedLip Talk Podcast, definitely support us. So we're going to get into our takeaway moments. And takeaway is what you want somebody behind the camera to take away from this show. Takeaway is brought to you by Spice Diva's Beauty Bar. And I like to say that, but every time I see that, the last couple of shows, guys, when I've seen that, RedLip Talk takeaways are brought to you by Spice Diva's Beauty Bar. God is keep telling me you're going to have different businesses up there. RedLip Talk takeaway is brought by this one, that one, that one. So today is brought to you by Spice Diva's Beauty Bar. So takeaway moments. Whoever wants to go first. Yeah, go ahead, go first.
Takeaway moment is take the time to assess where you are and take the steps to get where you need to be. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes. And remember this: credit doesn't control us. We control credit. So don't be afraid. Step out. Get the things done that you need for your future. For your future.
I like that again. Like, say that again. Like, because the reason why I always tell people say something again, so it can really sink into somebody's head. And then that's a key strategy of marketing.
Right.
If you keep saying it,
right,
you're going to believe it, they're going to believe it. Right. So I like the fact when you say credit don't control us.
We control credit.
We control credit.
Yes.
And another thing that you said, that everything was fixable.
Everything. Everything. Don't be afraid of what may have happened on your credit. Things happen in life, and you would be amazed with the things that people have overcome, and you can overcome it as well.
Yes.
So listen, don't let credit control you. You control your credit.
Yes.
Don't just sit back and allow it to, gear your life.
Yeah.
But you control it by
and then
controlling
I think
what's
like
on
the
there.
more you don't do, is the more it gets worse and it get
Yes.
worse and it gets worse and it get worse.
Right.
Then you get in a situation where, Lord, what am I doing? You know.
Yes.
So I like that. I like that. Thank you so much, Pastor
welcome.
Shawn Rogers. Thank you.
Well, I'm first of all, let me say thank you for having me here. This is exciting just to be a part. And I really want to say, I'm going to go back to our theme for this year because I'm really harping on that this year.
Okay.
That we are indeed, look, all my earrings falling on everything, fooling around with you, Kree. I'm getting excited. But truly, we are just that. We are, I'm going to take it off. We just that. We are that. We are anointed to execute. And what does that really mean? That means that we really can do all things through Christ who gives us strength. That really means that. And I would just like to just say that, remember, as believers, because that's what we're talking to, as believers in Christ, that we can't do anything without the Spirit of God. So even though we're talking about money, even though we talk about real estate, though we talk about our gifts and what have you, and hair and beauty, at the end of the day, the thing that separates us is the presence of God in us. Yes. Christ in us, the hope of glory. So to me, if we are good fruit from a good root, then we should be producing on that level. And so that's my push for this year for myself. And I would say that I want to make sure that I'm executing on the level that God has anointed me to execute. And not just settling for less than his best. And that's one thing. The other thing I would say is some years in Shiro, and we actually bringing it back around, one of our sisters told us this. She said, you got to do good and well.
Okay.
You got to do good and well. A lot of time we focus on doing good, and we do a lot of good. Yeah. But in order to really do good,
That's
Pastor
awesome.
Shawn, we got to do well.
Yes, that's awesome.
And that's why we have people like Pastor Shawn to coach us to do well. So we're doing good and well this year.
Yes.
I like that. Ooh, you go ahead. You want to
Be
say
not
something?
weary in well doing.
Yes.
Because in due season
we'll reap
and faint not. Well doing.
Well doing. So we got to do well. So we
Yes.
can, come on. In the
Yes.
well doing, we got to do well.
Yes.
So good and well. So we've been doing a lot of good. Yeah. But now we got to do good and well.
Yes.
So we can do more
Awesome.
good.
How we gonna help God's people if we're not in a good place in order to help them? I thank y'all so much. My takeaway today is I was thinking about earlier. I don't know. I'm on this thing about not just being in organized religion. I don't know why I keep hearing that. I'm on a thing of just doing, like you said, doing better with my life versus just want to seem like I'm doing good. I don't know how to explain that. Like a transparent moment is like not a facade. I really want to do what's pleasing in God's eyes. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at right now in my life. Like I want to get my finances in order. I want to make sure my spirituality is in order. And my walk with God is in order. Not only just for me. And the reason why I'm saying that not only just for me, because I touch a lot of people with beauty. I touch a lot of people in their hair. A lot of people sit in my chair and they ask for my prayer and everything else. I just had one of my friends, I keep praying for you, one of my friends and client, Miss Nikki, I pray for you. She just lost her husband who was only 58, 59 years old. I'm praying for you. I went to his funeral on Saturday. And, you know, it's time as Christians, like you said, not just to do good, but to do well. Do well in all areas. Not doing like the world does. Not being angry. It's a lot of things that God have done for me since January 1st. He protected my daughter. I thank you, Lord, for that. When she was in the midst of a bomb threat, he governed my son in some ways, and he keeping me as far as a single mother, So I owe him so much. We owe him so much. If you opening your eyes on today, we owe him so much. If you're able to walk around, use your limbs, if you're able to get up this morning and keep fighting another day, get up this evening and keep fighting a day, we owe him so much. So, Lord, as I strive and I push and we push to be obedient and try to do the work of the Lord and do what's well, not just for people, not just for a facade of what they see, but really, in our darkest moments and in our deep heart, do what's right by God because he's doing what's right by us. I don't know why, but that's in me heavy to do right by him, to be obedient to him. And Lord, forgive us for anything that we have done that's displeasing in your sight on today. Forgive us, Lord. And Lord, we're going to continue to try to pick up that cross and try to follow you. And that's my takeaway on today, because he did something. He blessed my daughter. He covered my child again on last night in this. Bree, mama, love you. I'm going to continue praying for you because you come from me. Because of the gift that he's brought in my life and the gift that he's put on me, they said you could tell a tree by the fruit it bears. So the fruit is not far from you. And you say you're trying to suppress something. You're trying to suppress something that God put in you, but is in you. That's just the same thing like with mama. I could fight it all I want, but if he say you are anointed to execute, or if he say you are anointed to do fighting, if he say you are anointed in a thing, it's nothing you can do about it but surrender. So, baby, the talk we had, baby, mama love you, and guess what? Stop suppressing it, because mama gonna stop suppressing it. I'm gonna be an example for you. I'm gonna stop suppressing it. So that's our takeaway on today. I thank you. I thank you, ladies. I thank you, ladies, for being on today. I thank you so much for being on RedLip Talk Podcast and just making our 2-year anniversary such a blessing. I thank y'all so much. It's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva, and I have with me on today Pastor Tyra Alexandra, and I have on the other side of me today Pastor Shawn. Look how God do that thing. He said, I got 2. Look what you say. I got 2 on the side of you, huh? On the right, and what you say, huh? Huh, Mr. Jim? On both sides. You got it on today. I thank him so much for this. Y'all, don't forget to tune in to our next episode, episode 78, which is on Mondays at 1:30. We changed the time. It used to be 1, but now it's 1:30. But I thank you, ladies, so much. It's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva, and you tune into RedLip Talk Podcast. Mwah!
Spice Divas, the marketing diva. The marketing diva. Spice Divas, the marketing diva. Spice Diva.
Hello everyone, this day is declared National Still Body Day. People, it is here. It has arrived.
We have 2,500 bottles of this formula that's designed to give you what you need in terms of health, happiness, and healing. People have testimonies already. People have been serviced already. And now we want you to be a part of this blessed experience. Give us a call at 416-5256. Give us a call at 237-4000. And we have a bottle for you. And trust me, this will be the best investment you ever made for your body. You heard it from the truth, the whole truth, Dr. Truth, Dr. Kendra, Baby Truth.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalk.com.